What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to our new little setup here in our absolutely ravished house. I'm Chip. This is Tila. We're doing our weekly pickoff here from our dining room,
which is also destroyed.
For those of you,
people know?
I don't know. For those of you that don't know, our house, a pipe burst in our house.
Yep,
and,
a frozen pipe
and
split,
wrecked our first floor, which is where the podcasting usually happens from.
And this floor, it's all destroyed. Everything a week ago today. So it's really kind of sucked. We have like there's things cut out. We have no floors. We're all very tired and very stressed out.
But there's football. I haven't had the chance to talk about the fact that the Eagles pooped the bed. Big time. We're going to talk about that, I think, a lot on Wednesday when we do our kind of ending recap of the show of the season. So tune in for that. And but there's football today.
Yeah.
And there's football tomorrow. And one of these 8 teams is going to be a Super Bowl champion. And we have some thoughts on that.
I do. I have thoughts.
Yes, Javier, it is a fun nightmare.
We've been living hell. Our one cabinet is ripped off the wall in the kitchen because there's water all under our kitchen cabinets and all under our furniture. And, you know, we're sitting at a dining room table right now, but that was also in water and all of our belongings are wet and our carpets were wet and everything's being pulled up and we still have no idea what's going on. So it's been it's a challenge.
It's a challenge. Sorry, we're doing the finishing of the sharing out. And again,
this is what I deal with.
You know what? I have a job to do. Real quick, we don't do this enough. I'm going to shout out to our sponsors. The links are on the bio, but Statement Games is a fun, free twist on fantasy sports. Don't forget the AATSportsNetwork.com shop. Symbol is a fun, free twist on fantasy sports. It's a stock market for sports, symbol.com. Use promo code AATSports when you sign up. And La Terrain Luxury Watches. Get your bling bling on AAT Birds at checkout for 10% off. And funkbrewing.com. And, of course, manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. And I will, at some point, record the new commercial once I get the chance to not...
We were supposed to do so many things this week.
So many. Our Christmas tree's still up.
Yeah. That was supposed to come down. We went to breakfast. We came home. And when we opened the door, everything was wet up to our ankles. So it's been a lot. This is a weird setup that we're in. We're literally like there are laundry baskets on the other side of us. And things are a mess. And if you guys only knew, we'll post stuff so you can see, but
enough about us. Let's do some picks.
Yeah, because I want to watch football today.
I would like to watch football today. So you absolutely kicked my ass.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So last week I went 3-3 and you went 5-1.
I went 5-1 only because I went against my vibe and went with the Eagles because I love them. If I picked against them, which was my thought.
And it should have been.
It should have been. I would have been 6-0.
So we have playoff records. Yep. I won the regular season, but, you know, as we discovered with the Eagles, the regular season doesn't matter. Again,
it was very depressing.
Yeah, it was.
Very depressing. But, you know, that's okay.
I'm actually zooming this out because I didn't realize we couldn't really see this Jimmy Joe.
I know.
I need to go zoom out a little more. Let's
we're
go
having some.
We're good. I'm only on one monitor, so that's where...
it's me. Everything is like so screwed up. We have no answers from the insurance company yet. It's like
we'll get there.
Yeah.
So I was
football
176 and 96 on the regular season, but 3-3 so far in the playoffs. Teal was 166 and 104, but 5-1 in the playoffs. So we have some picks to make.
Basically, what I hear is I'm coming back in this total.
That's what I'm hearing.
By I'm 5 down from you now. Technically, if you put them all together,
I think the playoffs is the only thing.
Or
that
no,
matters.
I'm not. I'm more than that. 8 down from you now, or something.
I don't know. It's the playoffs. That's all that matters.
I don't know. Nothing matters.
Javier, Chip, for Wednesday, I need to hear what you have to say about our defensive coordinator and all the interest he's getting. People are kicking him out already. I don't get it, and I may have a not so popular belief. Listen, I'm not a Jonathan Gannon fan. I think that he did what he could with the players that he had, but I don't think that he's incredible. But with that being said, yes, they're kicking the tires on him all over the place. It looks like he's probably going to be Houston's next head coach. And
Cool. Bye.
there's enough big names out there that we can have as our defensive coordinator. So we will talk about that. But yeah, Javier, I totally agree. So first game is the Bengals and the Titans. I probably should remove this banner. And away we go. Bengals and the Titans. I am taking the Titans in a surprise, in my opinion. I actually said this is the – okay, we lost. There we go. I said this is the most difficult game to pick for me. Getting a healthy Derrick Henry back in the playoffs is dangerous, and this team somehow still earned the number 1 seed without him. The Bengals are very good. Like a really good football team. But they still didn't fix their offensive line issues, which means Joe Burrow is going to get hit a lot. And
I like Joe Burrow.
I like Joe Burrow too, and I would love to see the Bengals win. I just think that the Titans can control the clock with their running game, and you win football games in the playoffs with a running game. And Breer is saying, yes, Bengals, give me some of the Burrow magic. Again, I would prefer to see the Bengals win. I just don't think that they're going to. I think that the Titans are going to take this one.
No, go ahead. You're
going to have to hit the button. Yep.
Sorry. So I also picked the Titans, and I said another week of me telling everyone they need to watch Psych and rooting for the Titans because of James Rodriguez. My prediction is that Chip will pick the Titans. Can you believe it? Oh, snap. I was right. So basically, I just like them better, and I think they look cute, and I like the Bengals, but I think I'm over animal print right now. So I think it's time for cute gods and stuff. I have no other reasons at this point, guys. Right. I just really like them.
So it is. I think this is the one we differ on. So it is the 49ers and the Packers. Now, I'm just going to say that it has been a very nice run for Jimmy Garoppolo. And I appreciate them beating the Cowboys in such a very humiliating way.
Yes, that was such redemption for the day that we had.
I enjoyed that. The cute Titan thing, yeah, Javier, I know. But it's cool. It's cool.
Cute.
It is. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Why are you like this?
I don't know why I'm like this. This is really bugging me.
I can see it right here.
Not having my second monitor.
Javier says Titans.
Thank you. But it is very cold in Lambeau. San Francisco is from California. Aaron Rodgers is on a mission. Packers beat the 49ers team in weather that the 49ers cannot be successful in that weather, not with their relying on the pass game. And it's not the NFC Championship yet, which is where Aaron Rodgers poops the bed. It's still too early in the playoffs. He's got to get everybody's hopes up first.
Well, I picked the 49ers.
Oh.
I said I just can't tolerate more than one COVIDiot going further in this.
COVIDiot.
I hope that the 49ers cut this cheese. I get it. My prediction is that Chip will pick the Packers knowing it will piss me off.
Yes, indeed.
Which, again, so right. I actually think that Jimmy G is doing great this season.
He is.
I don't know if anybody can hear our heater just went off because the things are off. It's a nightmare. Anyway, I don't believe in this weather thing. I don't know if there's been studies. I don't know because all of these people come from different backgrounds. They've all played in different weather in their lives. They didn't start in San Francisco and just live there their whole lives and do that. They know how to play in other places. Just because that's where you are, where you practice and stuff, doesn't mean that you're not capable of doing it. And I want to see Aaron Rodgers just comparing these two quarterbacks look-wise. I mean, there is no comparison whatsoever. So I would really like to see Jimmy G take it.
Yeah, Javier's saying Jimmy G's been playing well, but I think he will find a way to lose it. It almost happened against Cowboys. Yeah, they did almost lose against the Cowboys. If it wasn't for the Cowboys cowboying as hard as they did.
Man, when they cowboy, though, they cowboy. But we also eagle, so.
We weren't even supposed to be there. Listen. We weren't supposed to be there. We got there, but we went in with a horrific game plan, and we played like absolute donkey.
That they didn't switch up the game plan.
No,
that
they
was
didn't.
The dumbest part. Okay, go ahead. But
again, I am taking the Packers, and the rest of the way we're similar. Rams and Bucks.
I'm shocked.
I'm taking the Rams because, and there is a big logic to this. Tom Brady absolutely slapped a team that wasn't playoff ready. That would be the Eagles, for those of you keeping track. The Rams are playoff ready. Matt Stafford got the big monkey off his back of he's never won a playoff game. Well, now he has, so shut up. He threw it to everybody, which is, a great tight end, 2 great wide receivers, 3 great wide receivers, running back. I mean, he's got so many weapons.
Didn't somebody come back or something?
Yeah, Cam Akers, who rushed for 95 yards after blowing his Achilles five months ago.
It was something.
And the Bucs do not have the secondary to cover Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham. And they just don't. Even Van Jefferson's going to go off. And I think whatever the injury situation to the Bucs offensive line that happened during the Eagles game, they're not going to be able to stop Aaron Donald and Von Miller. So I think on both sides of the ball, the Rams do have the advantage. But Tom Brady in the playoffs, you're not supposed to bet against him. But I am taking against Tom Brady in the playoffs.
I also picked the Rams. Guys, as if you're shocked. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I made the statement of McVay being the gray sweatpants of NFL coaches. I fully stand by that. All the straight women and gay men can attest to the fact that gray sweatpants are the hottest on men. And I said, I predict that you were going to pick the Bucs and make a comment about McVay, which did not happen.
He doesn't register on my scale.
He's not Jimmy G scale.
He's not on my Jimmy G scale.
But he is on mine.
He's not G-rated.
Just to be clear, for those of you that don't know, if you're a man and you wear gray sweatpants, not grungy sweatpants, but like gray jogger sweatpants, Chip has them on right now.
I'm wearing them right now, ladies.
Manscaped.com. That's right. It is peak man. Peak man. If you don't have any of them, go buy them and wear them and throw out your cargo shorts. They suck. They are irrelevant and they have no point. I would say, oh yeah, oh my God. Going back to the other 2 quarterbacks on the other teams, Jimmy G is the gray sweatpants and Aaron Rodgers is the cargo pants on this one.
Javier wants the Rams to win so that Brady doesn't win anymore.
Of course.
And I agree.
But he is, look, I'm just happy we beat them in the Super Bowl, but he is great. He is great.
Yep.
And there's no denying that. And you hate to see this man win. But I do like to see this man win with the Bucs rather than seeing him win with the Patriots. I just think that Tampa
Tom.
Yeah, is so much better. So, I mean, I don't want to see him win anymore. I think it's time for new people to step on in. But he is great. But I also want to see McVay win the Super Bowl.
There you go. And the final game is the Bills and the Chiefs. I am taking, surprisingly, the Bills. This is just not the same Chiefs team.
Is it a surprise?
For me, I mean, this game is tough because the Bills, they go in highs and lows for a while, and the Chiefs are consistently always high scoring. But again, this Chiefs team is just not the same.
This season.
They have offensive and defensive line issues. I mean, they won because they played against the Steelers. And we're going to have a conversation on Monday with JD about the expanding of the playoffs because we are so against it in college football. So why did we do it in the NFL? Because clearly the teams that got in as the 7 seeds are not quality worthy. You saw it all weekend.
Truly, in this season, that is the fact. Other seasons, I don't think that is always the truth, but this one really was showing light for everybody.
But I would not be surprised if the Chiefs wins, but I just feel like the Bills have all the right pieces right now to win right now. I'm giving a slight edge to Buffalo on this one, plus at least one of their coordinators will be hired as a head coach. It'll probably be Brian Dabble, but again, this is their last kind of run with this lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking the Bills.
And I also picked the Bills.
Hey,
are you shocked? I said, I adore the Chiefs and I would love to see them go further. But the Bills are playing on another level right now. And I predicted that you would pick the Bills this time.
Oh.
I know.
Barrera says it waters down the playoffs when too many teams are in it. Yeah, and again.
It absolutely does. It does.
I just think that, you look at the way that the Eagles play. And again, obviously I'm happy the Eagles made the playoffs. You look at the way that the Steelers got in. You look at the way that the Eagles got in and actually played. I mean, those were not good playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a conversation to be had about forcing the number 2 seed to play an additional game.
Yeah.
Just so that, they can beat up on a team that doesn't need to be there. And by doing that, you're strengthening the case for the number 1 seed who already has an advantage.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
true.
There's a lot to be said there. But again, those are the picks.
I know. I'm like,
we differ on one, so I will not be closing the gap, the playoff gap as it is.
No, you will not. You will not.
It was-
I'm surprised though that you picked
The
against.
Titans?
Yeah. Well, no. I said that you would.
Right.
I'm surprised you picked against the Bucks. I truly am.
I think that because they had to play the Eagles and they got injuries along their offensive line, they're already injured along their secondary. I think that we did a great job weakening them for a Rams team that just straight up beat the hell out of the Cardinals.
Everybody knows that I love the Cardinals. I really had them going to the Super Bowl, but I have said if it can't be the Cardinals, I really want it to be the Rams. And I mean, the Rams are just playing on a level that I'm so surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised.
They got all the pieces together, and then those pieces actually meshed together.
Oh man,
that's
they
what
are.
See, there's been teams in the
They
past,
are
like
vibing
Washington
right now.
football team, when they bought all the best free agents, they never meshed, and that was because of coaching. This team has a strong coach. Here's your McVay comment: has a strong coach, has a strong franchise quarterback. And it's very clear, like Odell Beckham cannot get away with throwing his shenanigans like he could in Cleveland and like he could in New York.
There's a video that resurfaced of him, and I guess they were playing the 49ers, and he went over, one of the 49ers has a brother who is disabled, and he really loves him, and he went over and he like danced with him, and that was such a nice thing to see because you don't always see that. You kind of hear terrible things, but like a lot of football players do so much good and bring smile to people's faces. And that's, I think, really amazing. Real quick, Chip is caught up on Marvel. Now we are moving on to the shows so he can catch up on the shows. And we just saw Spider-Man
last
No
night.
Way Home.
It was so good.
Top tier. We can talk about it now. Top tier. Absolutely the best Spider-Man movie.
I feel like they've all seen it.
It doesn't matter. I want to talk. I can talk about it now because now you've seen it.
We will do Marvel podcasts. We will do all kinds of fun podcasts.
I just really want to talk about it.
Okay.
And I also want to know who everybody thinks is the best Spider-Man. Oh.
We'll do a special one. We'll do a special all-season edition.
Let's do a special Marvel
of the weekly
one.
Pickoff. Pick your Spider-Man.
Oh, pick your Marvel character.
Pick your Parker.
Pick your Parker.
Mike says Stafford deserves a title for dealing with Detroit. Yeah, Barrera. I agree.
Absolutely, 100%.
So that's all we needed. There's 4 games. It was 20 minutes.
I know we're going through it, guys.
Enjoy your foosball today.
You can probably see like behind me, deep.
If I just
behind me.
I mean, I don't want to do that, but if we just like turn it a little bit,
yeah.
Here we go. Like there's our
hi.
There's our.
Yeah, we're really
So send good happy thoughts.
Yeah, good happy thoughts and life because we're just beaten up right now, but it'll get better.
True story. So again,
let's go drink.
Yo, let's go drink. It is 12:52.